Hi everyone. Okay, so for this video, we are going to learn about surds. I'm sure you're already familiar with surds, right? So surd is basically we have this shape. This is shape for surd. Okay, and then surd is basically the root of a whole number that doesn't return a whole number. So for further explanation, so I advise you to read this table here. Okay, read everything that's written here. Okay, so that you can get a clear picture. Okay, what is it? Root of a whole number that doesn't return a whole number. Okay, root of a whole number that doesn't return a whole number. So that is surd. Okay, try to read this table here to get a clear picture of what I mean. Then we go to the rules of surd or properties of surd. So when we are talking about properties, meaning for properties we have either multiplication, this one is multiplication, this one is division. So we go through one by one, okay? Multiplication, simply multiply when two numbers, let's say A, B here. If we can separate it, it will become surd A multiplied by surd B. And then the example is surd 24. When separate surd 24, the factor is 6 and 4. So it's actually a multiplication of surd 6 multiplied by 4. We can separate surd 6, okay, and surd 4. Okay, here we can simplify. Surd 6, that is it. We cannot simplify it anymore. But surd 4, when you calculate, you will get 2. So this is the final answer to surd 6. Okay. So this is another example. You can try by yourself. Okay, and then we go to division. Okay, this is division. When surd of A over B, when we separate it, it will become surd A over surd B. Alright, we can split the denominator and the numerator and the denominator. We can split it. Okay, for example, we have fraction here, which is 49 over 100, and we set the fraction. So we can split the numerator and the denominator. Split it and solve it. So surd 49, when you calculate, you will get 7. Surd 100, when you calculate, you will get 10. Okay. So simply split split the numerator, the numerator and the denominator. Okay. Separate it. The next one, we have these properties, which is surd A. When multiplied by surd A itself, it will become A. So for example, we have surd 2 multiplied by surd 2 itself, it will become 2. Correct. Okay, surd multiplied by itself simply will eliminate the surd. So now we go to the last one, okay, the important one, which is when involving plus and minus. Here, for plus and minus, we can add or subtract the number in front of the surd. But with the condition, if we share, here we share the same surd. If surd B, here must be surd B as well. If there is different surd, different number in the surd, we cannot simply add or minus number in front of it. This is applicable only for same surd. The two number must include the same surd. Okay, for example here we have 2 surd x minus 4 surd x. Same surd, right? Same surd. So, if there is same surd, we can simply minus number in front of the surd. That's why we just simply minus 2 minus 4. You get minus 2 surd x. Okay, so that's it. Very simple. Easy peasy, just like you eat nuts. Very simple. Okay, now we go to example 5 where we need to simplify each of the following. Simplify, meaning you need to make it in a very simplest form. You cannot make it simplest anymore. That's the simplest. Okay, try to make it the simplest. Okay, for set. Now, for question A, we have here, we have set of 75. So, how to simplify it? We need to find a factor. Okay, set 75. The factor is 75. The factor is equal to 25 minus multiplied by 3, right? So that's the factor. Okay. Now we come out with the factor first. It's actually 25 multiplied by 3 plus 4 surd 3. Now, multiplication here. It involves 25 multiplied by 3. It involves multiplication. So the previous properties. For multiplication, we can split. Meaning we can split it. It will become surd 25 multiplied by surd 3. Okay. Plus 4 surd 3. What can we do with the surd 25? Can we calculate that? Okay, surd 25, when you calculate using calculator, you get 5, right? So here it will become 5 surd 3 plus 4 surd 3. Okay, now it goes under subtraction or addition of surds. If the surd that we have surd here the same, we can simply add number in front of the surd. So the answer is 5 plus 4 become 9. So the answer is 9 surd 3. Very simple. Okay, very simple, right? And then for B and C, you can try to solve it by yourself. We try to solve question D. Okay, for question D, involving 2 brackets. So we need to expand the bracket first. How to expand the bracket? Do you remember how to expand the bracket, class? Yes, just simply, do like this. Okay. Okay, simply. Okay. So, we have here 2 surd 2 multiplied by surd 2 plus 3 surd 2 minus 2 surd 2 minus 3. Okay, now for this. Okay, surd 2. We have the properties before this, which is surd A multiplied by surd A itself, it will become A. So the same thing happen here. Surd 2 multiplied by surd 2, it will become 2. So, here it will become 2 multiplied by 2 plus 3 surd 2 minus 2 surd 2 minus 3. Okay, so this one 4 kan? 4, right? So 4 minus 4 plus, so this one, you know what to do, right? If there is same surd here, we can simply minus the number in front of it. So 3 minus 2 become 1. So we left here just surd 2 minus 3. And then 4 minus 3 equal to 1. So the answer is 1 plus surd 2. That's the end of this question. But it's not the end yet, okay? So B and C, do it by yourself. I hope you are okay with this. If not okay, ask your lecturer, please. Okay, next, rationalizing the denominator. Oh, what is this? It's actually the meaning of it. We just need to get the square root out of the denominator. Okay, get the square root out of the denominator. Get the square root okay, out of the denominator. Okay, we want to eliminate the square root in the denominator. Not the number, everything, no. Just the square root we want to eliminate. Okay, so how to do this? We need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by its conjugate. Okay, there are two types of question that you will go through. Either we have only surd A in the denominator, or you will have this one, surd A minus surd B. Okay, so you have two types of question that we will go through. So how to get rid of square root A for this one? For square root A here, how to eliminate it? We just multiply by surd A, right? By the square root A itself. So it will become A. But for this, to eliminate the surd, we need to multiply by the conjugate. So what's the conjugate? Okay, the conjugate is actually the same thing. They involve the same number. Here we have the same number. Right? Surd A, surd A, surd B, surd B. It's just that the symbol in the middle is opposite to one another. So what it's mean by conjugate? Okay, here. How to get this? I want to emphasize here. Normally we use this A minus B multiply by A plus B. You will get A square minus B square. So this one is very important properties as well for this conjugate things. Okay, meaning when we put square here, we use these properties so that the square will be eliminated by the square root will be eliminated by the square here. So after this, we can know further what I mean. Example 6, we have this kind of question, 14 over 5 surd 2. Okay, 14 over 5 surd 2. So this one, how to eliminate the surd below it? So surd below it, we have surd 2, right? How to eliminate surd 2? We need to multiply this question by surd 2 itself. We need to multiply by the denominator by surd 2. Okay, so that surd 2 multiplied by surd 2, it will become 2, meaning we don't have the surd anymore. So if we multiply the denominator by surd 2, what will happen to the numerator? You will multiply it by surd 2 as well, okay? So that it will give us value 1. Right? So this is how we do it to rationalize the denominator. So now it will become 14 surd 2 over 5 surd 2 multiplied by surd 2, it will become 2 by using properties, right? And then it will give you the answer 14 surd 2 over 10. Final answer must be in the simplest form. Can we simplify it further? Yes, right. Because 14, we get 7. 10, you will get 5. divide both by 2. Okay, so final answer is 7 surd 2 over 5. That's it. Okay, so please, we have two type of question. Either this type, you just have one number surd, or this type. Okay, I hope you can master this by the end of this lesson. So for this type, we need to multiply by the conjugate, right? So I want to write down here the properties. A minus B multiplied by A plus B, it will become A square minus B square. Okay, so for this, 1 over 7 minus 2 surd 3. What's the conjugate class? So conjugate for it, the same number, just different symbol in the middle. So surd 7 plus 2 surd 3. So denominator like this, numerator also the same. Surd 7 plus 2 surd 3. Okay? Very simple. So the numerator multiplied by 1, it will become surd 7 plus 2 surd 3. Okay, over A minus B multiplied by A plus B, it will become A square minus B square. So what's the A? Surd 7 is the A. Surd 7 square minus 2 surd 3 square. Okay, so surd 7 plus 2 surd 3 over surd 7 square become 7 minus 4 multiplied by surd here, the surd will be eliminated. So 4 multiplied by 3. So we have surd 7 plus 2 surd 3 over 7 minus 12. So what's the answer, class? You get negative. Okay. Surd 7 plus 2 surd 3 over 5. Or you can simply put here negative 5. Okay. Okay, now we go to C. So see which type is this right now. So involving addition of two fraction. Okay, involving addition of two fraction, which is both fraction is we have the surd form, right? If we add or subtract two fraction, what should we do? We will make sure that the denominator is the same. If not, if that two fraction have different denominator, we need to make it similar as first. Okay, what should we do? We will cross multiply. Okay, cross multiply. Okay, when we cross multiply, 1 plus surd 2, okay, multiply by 1 plus surd 2 plus 1 minus surd 3 multiply by 1 minus surd 2. And then what happened to the denominator? Denominator, it will become 1 minus surd 2 multiplied by 1 plus surd 2. Okay, it's very simple now. Oh my god. Okay, so now we have 1 plus surd 2 square. Okay, plus. So for this one, it will become 1 minus surd 2 minus surd 3 minus surd 6. Okay, and then for the denominator, can you see here? Now it is in the form of A minus B. And then A plus B. Meaning we just multiply the conjugate now. Okay, they are conjugate to each other. So it will become 1 minus surd2 square. 1 square minus surd2 square by using these properties. A minus B, A plus B. Okay, so the final answer, okay, 1 plus 2 surd2 plus 2 plus 1 minus surd2 minus surd3 minus surd6 over 1 minus 2. Okay, that's not the simplest form yet, right? Okay, so we need to make it simple. 1 plus 2 plus, so this one it will become 4. Okay, 4. Okay, so we have here, which one have the same surd? We have surd2 here. So surd2, what happened to it? We just need to minus the number in front of it. Okay, surd2 minus 1 will become 1 surd2. Okay, minus surd3 minus surd6. Okay, divide by negative 1. So it will become negative 4 minus surd2 plus surd3 minus surd6. Okay, so that's the end for this video. I hope you can try all the questions that this lecture gave you. Okay, thank you. Hello and Assalamualaikum. We are still under subtopic 1.3 involving surds, indices and logarithms. So for today we are going through log. Okay. So the most important thing that we must know is that we have here natural logarithms. Okay, I want to emphasize this thing. Log with base e are called natural logarithms and it is denoted by ln. Okay, this is very important because you are going to see this often in calculator. Okay, if we want to find using calculator, either we use log having base 10, known as common log, or natural logarithms, which is log with base e. Okay, for this, for base 10, you will see in your calculator denoted as lg. But for base e, it is denoted by ln in your calculator. And we have 3 very important rules of log. Okay. This one you can see, you can go through by yourself. We are going to go through 3 very important rules of log, which it turns out that rules of logarithms has interesting characteristic. Okay, why is interesting? We can see from here, law of log when involving product, okay, product here, n multiplied by n, log base a, it's when you convert by using law of log, it can be written as sum of 2 log, which is log m base a plus log n base a. Okay. So, for example, here log 2x. 2x is a multiplication of 2 multiplied by x, right? So, when we use this law, it can be written vice versa, okay? Either left becoming right or right can becoming left. So, log 2x base 2 can be written as log 2 base 2 plus log x base 2. Okay, whereby we have seen up here log a base a is equal to 1. So log 2 base 2 is equal to 1. So the answer here 1 plus log at base 2. Right? And for this, that's for multiplication. We go to the law of a quotient. Okay, this is quotient, whereby log m over n base a will be can be written as log m base a minus log n base a and vice versa. Okay, it can be either one. If depending on what is given in the question, either left becoming right or right becoming left. So here we have the example ln x over e. So remember, ln meaning the base is e. So ln is base e, right? So ln x minus ln e. So ln e is equal to log base e. And still we are using this rule here. Log e base e itself, it will become 1. So the final answer will give you ln x minus 1. Alright? And the last one is where log m power of n base a. Here we can bring down the power. The power we can bring down. So it will become n log m base a. So for this one, when we bring down the power, it will become x log 2 base 2. And then log 2 base 2, what is the answer? It will give you 1, right? So the final answer is just x, and only x. And please put this in your memory. Remember it by heart, because you will be used it to solve so many problems after this. Okay, and take note also for, remember this here, I don't want to go through it, but I'm sure you must go through it, because I see many students that will confuse. Okay, remember 3 rules of log. Please remember it by heart. Okay, now we go through the example, okay? Example 7. So for D, we have, remember, we have 3 law of log that we go through before this. So this one is involving quotient, right? Here, surd of 64 divided by surds of 8. So if involving quotient, it will become 2 log, but in the middle is minus. So log 2 surd of 64 minus log 2 surd of 8. Okay. Now, surd of 64. When surd, meaning the index is half. Always change it to index because we want to use it. Okay, it is very useful to simplify this. Okay, we need to return it as, to make you clear, half, right? Okay, surd will become power of half. Okay, so by using this law of log, we'll drag it to the front. Okay, so this one, it will become 1 over 2 log 64 base 2 minus 1 over 2 log 8 base 2. Okay, from there, 64 index, okay, 64. 64 is equal to 2 power of 6. So 1 over 2 log 2. Here is 2 power of 6 minus 1 over 2 log 2. What about 8? 8 is equal to 2 power of 3. Okay. Now, again, we can bring the power to the front. Okay, drag it to the front to make your life easier. And okay, this one, log 2, base 2. It will become 1, right? So the final answer, when we bring 6 to the front, 6 over 2, this one will become 1. Minus 3 over 2, 1 here. So what's the final answer? 3 minus 3 over 2. That's it. I'm sure you can. 3 over 2. Okay, that's it, the answer. Okay, so we go through B. Okay, we already did D. This is a very simple one. Log base 2. Now we go to solve, we try to solve B, which is log base E. Ln. Ln is natural number, natural log, which when we calculate, we can calculate it from the calculator if it involving numbers. Okay, so ln to e power of 3. From our law of log, we have when ln here power of something, we can drag it to the front. So it will become 3 ln 2e. Okay, that's the first step. And then when it involving here multiplication of two numbers or two variables, from law of log, we can convert it to addition of two different log, right? So here it will become 3 ln 2 plus ln e. Okay, why I put bracket here? Because I don't want you to get confused. 3 still there in the front, but now we are changing. We change what? We change the whole thing here to this. Okay, and now it will become 3 ln 2 plus, what happened to ln e? Ln e, meaning the base is equal to e, so it will become 1. Then final answer is 3 ln 2 plus 3. Please be careful. When doing maths, you need to be very careful in taking every step. Okay? If not, then you will get the wrong answer. It's very, you will lose mark. In effect, your grade as well. So be very careful. Alright, so that's it for B. A and C, I hope you can try to do it by yourself. I'm sure you can. Okay, so we go to example 8. Can we go to example 8, class? Okay, can, right? Example 8. Okay, for example 8, you need to rewrite each expression as single log. Okay, as a single log. Meaning you need to write, now it's through 3 different log. Okay, so you need to make it just 1. How? By using the law of log, the 3 law of log. Okay, so now what can we see here? We have number 2 in front of the log. Whatever number that come in front of the log is actually, yes, actually come from here. So we try to do it first, one step. Okay, one step, one by one. Log x square plus log y square minus log z half. Okay, can you follow that? Okay, whatever things that come in front of the log, now we are going to convert it into single log only. Okay, so we do as much as we can. And then, okay, plus, minus. What happened to it? Okay, we need to use the properties. Obviously, product will become sum, and the minus here, the sum here will become product, and minus here will go down below, meaning it will become the denominator. So here, log, okay, here, these two, it will become x square y square. Okay, x square y square. If you cannot solve directly, okay, it's okay, one by one. Don't worry. Now we have minus. Minus, it will become fraction, right? So x square y square over surd of z. That's it. Now it will become just a single log. Before this, we have 3 different log. Okay, just in single log by using the law of log, obviously. Okay, very simple. That's for A. Now we go to D. For D, please write this down. It is very important to write this down. We are going to use this properties. E to the power of ln A, it will become A. Okay, why? Try to search it by yourself. You can Google it or try to look a video to understand why. So, by using that properties here, okay, before that, to here, we can bring it to the front. It will become power of x by using law of log because we don't want anything in front of the log. So, it will become E ln x square divided by E ln x minus 1. Okay, now you can see that ln A equal to A. So, okay, can I write it here? So, by using these properties, we can see that E power of ln x square will become, okay, by using this x square, right? So, okay, write down that here. So, this one become x square divided by x minus 1, correct? Okay, by using these properties. So, this one, okay, here, sorry, the bracket here. I forgot to put the bracket. So, now the final answer, put it into fraction, it will become x squared over x minus 1. So that's it. Please remember this formula, this one here. Okay, put somewhere so that you can remember it by heart as well. So we're done with example 8. For B and C, do it by yourself as usual. Example 9 also, you can discuss with your friends. I'm not going to discuss example 10 as well. We go to change of base. Okay, change of base. What is change of base? So for change of base, change of base enable us to express log with base A in terms of log with another base B. Okay. Here we have actually when we change base, normally we change it into base 10 or base E normally. Okay, normally we change it under to base 10 or base E because to make yourself easy to use calculator, because base E and base 10 we can solve it using calculator normally. Okay, but there are also special case where here you can see that you are going to change position. If B become A, A become B, this is what it will become 1 over log AB if you want to change position. So there are actually two types of, you want to change the base, there are two types you can change it depending on what is suitable, depending on what the question give you. Okay, so there are two types. Either what you want to change everything, meaning using log base E, base 10. Okay, either base E, normally we change it either base 10 or base E, either one also can. Or you want to change the position. I mean, B become base and A become the number, depend on the question. Now, like this question, example 7. Okay, we try to do example 7. The question asks us to find values of the following to 4 decimal places. Okay, meaning we need to calculate using calculator, obviously, to get a value with 4 decimal places at most. So, what can we do here for this question? What do you think? How to change the base? So obviously, to change the base, so that we can use calculator, either we change it to log base 10 or base E only. So it depends to you. Let's say we use base 10. Okay, so for base 10, it will become, we use these properties, it will become log 7 base 10 over the down here will go to become the denominator. Okay, we'll go down below the fraction here. It will become log 10 over 3. The one in the below will go to the below fraction. We have numerator and denominator. The one at the up here will go to the numerator. The one below will go to the denominator. Okay, please don't get confused. So here, you can write it either like this also can. Okay, so by using calculator, you will get this value 0.84509 over 0.47712, and it will give you value of 1.7712. Okay, that's the final answer. Alright, class, I think that's all. Thank you.